Right, hello all. So, I go on TikTok every now and then. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure because it's so full of crap. And you got the TikTok shop as well. So, and I kept seeing these fans come up a lot. So, yeah, the thing about this fan is it has a Peltier device in it, which is here. This cools down. And yeah, it does. It works. It gets really cold. So I wanted to do an experiment. So I bought this to do a bit of an experiment. I wanted to see if that Peltier device actually makes a single bit of difference to how cold the air is coming from this device. Yeah, because Peltier devices are rather rubbish at cooling down air. They're not very efficient at all. You quite often find them in like mini fridges, and they're useless. They are absolutely useless. So yeah, let's see what we got. So I've got my multimeter here, and my little temperature gauge currently reading 26 degrees. So we'll just test that to see how it's working. There you go, hold on to it, it warms up, let go of it, and it will cool down. Magic. So this isn't going to be the most scientific test in the world. But yeah, I suppose it's more scientific than not doing it. So I'm going to turn it on. We're going to let it run just under its own power. So just air. And we're going to see how much it can cool down this probe. And then we're going to turn the cooling function on, which is this little button here, which turns the Peltier device on. We'll start off with like 25% fan. I think it'd probably work better with the slower air current, air rate, airflow, whatever. Yeah, so I kind of want to see, what it does. So let's try it. So, yeah, as you can see at the moment, we've got 24 degrees C. Let's turn the fan on. So I'm just going to do one tap. And we'll place this just in front of the fan. So far, no good. So, I may not be doing this properly. This may be completely the wrong thermometer to use, but, I've used it to check my oven temperature and that sort of thing, hence why it looks a bit burnt. And it worked pretty well for that, so I thought, yeah, why not? Let's do that. So, as you can see at the moment, it's 24 degrees still. It hasn't gone down at all. So let's turn up the speed. Let's go, I think that's 50%. You can see what that can do. Nothing. So, it's a good fan. It's a really good fan. There's a lot of airflow. If I turn it up to the highest setting, it really goes, but then you get a bit of vibration and it sort of moves away from you, which is a bit annoying. So let's just turn it back down to the sort of beginning mode, and let's see what we can do. So let's measure the sort of Peltier device bit now, and you're getting 24 degrees. It's quite warm in here in my office, so it's pretty much ambient temperature at the minute. So now let's turn this on. You got to hold that button. You can hear the fan sort of dip down as that powers up, and we'll keep an eye on the temperature. So we're measuring the temperature of the sort of Peltier device at the moment, and you can see it's working. It's getting colder, and it does get cold. It's quite cold. You can hold it against your skin. It's quite nice, but combining that with airflow probably won't do much at all. So it's a bit, like everything on TikTok is a bit of a marketing gimmick. So yeah, we'll see what we're doing. So we're down to 16 degrees right now. That's just on this device here, so on this sort of plate, and it feels really quite cold. You can see there's a bit of moisture sort of forming on there, and I think eventually it actually goes icy. So that's quite cool. So let's pull this away from the fan and see if the cooling bit, the Peltier, I think I'm saying that Peltier device, Let's see if that's doing anything. And as you can see, nope, it is not doing anything. That is not making the air coming out of that fan any colder. It's gone straight back up to 24 degrees. 25? Okay, might just be getting... I've just turned off the air conditioning in here, so this might be getting a bit warmer. But yeah, as you can see, nothing's happening. It's not getting colder. It's not doing a lot. So we go back to the device. You can see, yep, nice and cold. Which, you know, in its own right, it's quite cool. Literally. Yeah, it's nice to hold on your skin, and yeah, it cools you down. It gets cold very quickly, which is, you know, props to it for that. But I don't know how that would translate in terms of battery usage and that sort of thing. I've literally just got this in the post, so I just turned it on and got on with it, and yeah, we're just seeing what it can do. So let's try a bit of, you know, full power, everything running all at the same time. And then I'm going to hold the fan still, because otherwise it'll just fall off my desk. From the angle I'm holding that thermometer at the moment, it doesn't look like I'm in front, but I'm definitely in front of that airflow. And yeah, it's creating quite a nice breeze. So, you know, yeah, like I said, it's a good fan. A bit noisy, but yeah. But, you know, it's nice and compact. You can, yeah, put it on a desk like this and sort of move the head around. So let's try it. Let's show you that. So you can do that. See if that makes a difference. Probably not. And you know, it's getting warmer in here. So, but you know, you can see on the thing itself, it is starting to form a bit of ice. But yeah, like I say, it's not. That's not going to do much. It's not going to cool down the air coming out of that fan. So if I touch it, yeah. It's not as cold as it was, but let's go back down to the slow mode. Yeah, I think, you know, myth busted and all that. Yeah, so it's an alright fan. It seems to be like well made. And it's got a torch. Just in case you need a torch when you're using your fan on a hot day when the sun's out. But there you go. Bit of added value there. A little bit of a review. Comes with a little lanyard. So there's that. Is that 2 lanyards? Or is it just one? It's just one. Yeah. Don't know why you have that on either. Oh no, so yeah, you loop it around like that, and then you can like put it around your neck or whatever. And then USB-C, USB-A to USB-C cable. And there's a box. It's got a lot of Chinglish on it, so it's got ice compressed payment written on there. And when I was reading the instructions earlier, it says there ice cream usage instructions. So there you go, just in case you need to, yeah, ice cream usage instructions. Press and hold the ice application gear for 3 seconds. Turn on the ice application. At this time, digital display over light out encoding. It's no fixable. Yeah, you know, it was. I think I paid what, £11 for this, so not the end of the world. But yeah, the rubbish they're talking on TikTok saying, yeah, it cools it down, makes it really cold, and you know. And the one thing they have been claiming it as is a portable air conditioner. Now, I don't think a portable air conditioner could really exist, because you need a heat exchange sort of scenario going on, like I've got with my air conditioning. We've got an external unit outside. We've got all gas pipes that go out there, and it exchanges the heat, and yeah, it takes the heat out of the room, pulls in the cold, and all that stuff. So this is definitely not a portable air conditioning unit. Yeah, it gets cold on this bit, but then again, it's not really that cold now. So yeah, there you go. Done. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.